So, what is the best way, what is the number one tool to keep yourself accountable for your goals or in other areas of your life? I think nowadays, in this video, I will explain you how, actually with 5 kind of mini plans which you can use directly in your own life. We will build on top of that, and of course one of those mini plans is extremely, even more important than the other ones, I would say, and also for this one, stay tuned. So first of all, a little bit about this accountability thing. I think nowadays it's more difficult for people in general to keep themselves accountable. We have social media, we have like technology coming up, we have the phone, we have everything, and it's like so many things which can make you distracted actually. So it's harder nowadays to be, probably in my opinion, it's maybe even harder than ever to stay focused, to stay accountable on the things you want to achieve, the things you want to manage to do. So let's do a deep dive into the 5 mini plans I have for you. In my opinion, the number one tool you can use, it's something people don't really talk about. I call this, in my own concept, in my own also online programs and everything I teach, the compass time. So you know the compass, right? Like, so when you want to go in some kind of direction, you don't know exactly where, you can pick up the compass and you're like, ah, that's the north. That's where I need to go. You need to know for yourself, what is your compass? What is your north, right? So to make sure that you can keep yourself accountable, the first thing you need to do is know your own compass. And with this, I mean knowing what are your goals, what are your plans, how do you want to achieve those goals and plans. To do that, we need these mini plans, basically. The first one in this whole concept is what I call the yearly plan. To stay on track with yourself, to keep yourself accountable, you need to have a yearly plan. So the best way of doing that is usually in the beginning of the year or the end of the year, where you make the plans for that year. But if you watch this video, maybe in whatever, like we're already halfway, you can still start for that other half part, right? So if you start, let's say we are 6 months in the new year already, you can make a plan for the next 6 months and go from there to make a yearly plan. For this, you can plan one day free, and for that one day, you are just gonna focus on your compass. What are your goals? What are your plans? You write things down, you prioritize them, you make them in the right place, etc., etc. Okay? So you can spend that time on it. Of course, you can do a few hours, I don't really care, but just plan like one day free and focus on that. Because this is a really important day. This is, in fact, this is such an important day that it will kind of involve everything around that for the other 364 days. Yes? So make sure that you do spend some time on this. If you have this yearly plan for your compass, so your compass is getting a bit more clear already, because you're like, oh, okay, this is the big picture. We want to make it smaller and smaller so you can keep yourself actually accountable on these goals. Actually, this whole goal setting concept, the yearly plan, how you can do this, I made already videos about this before. So check my YouTube channel, check my videos about goal setting, so you can also combine both of them. This yearly plan in this video, where I talk about now the compass time and how to actually do that if you don't know how to do that yet. If you have these yearly plans, we can break them down to quarterly plans. Yeah, so we make plans for 3 months, for the next 3 months basically. Here you do the same thing, you make your compass, but you make your compass more clear. So we have these year goals, now we are gonna break this down and we make quarter goals, so it becomes like a small pyramid to the top. It becomes smaller and smaller with less goals as well, actually. Yeah, so the quarterly plan. After that, so every 3 months you can make this quarterly plan. After that, you can go to a monthly plan. same concept. Every month you take some time, not a full day anymore like with the yearly plan. You can take smaller time. Quarterly plan, maybe 4 hours. Monthly plan, maybe 1 or 2 hours. Okay. Then the weekly plan. This one is super important. The weekly plan, maybe just 20 minutes each week. Okay. At the end of the day, at the end of the week, I mean, or maybe at the start of the week, you can decide which moment, but you need to decide. You need to pick a day and a time, and you tell yourself, this is my compass time. That's the moment where you want to be focused on just doing that. So this can be really concrete. Every Friday at 11 a.m. Whatever. For 20 minutes, I will focus on my goals. I make my weekly plan. I also look back. I reflect on the week before. My goals, what did I achieve the week before that, and what do I want to achieve the week after. This one is actually in my opinion, the very most important one. This one is the one where it's like really nice breakdown. Monthly, quarterly, everything is really nice to get the big picture, but it's too far away. And the weekly one is just perfect. But it is only the fourth of these mini plans, because we have one more, and this is the daily plan. And so this means, but the daily plan is actually part of your weekly plan. So when you make your weekly plan, for every day you want at least one goal, which is the most important goal. You want to plan it in your agenda. You want to make a schedule and a time for it to work on it. Then after that you have your daily plan ready, and like every day you don't actually you can open your agenda and there it is, because of your weekly plan. I hope this makes sense. Think about it, otherwise rewatch one more time and check how you can work on this. I already made some videos about this, but I will also make some other videos about how you, for example, can make this weekly plan work in the best way, etc, etc. But for now, the topic of this video was how to keep yourself accountable on this part. I think with this mini plan, you know how to do that right now. Give a thumbs up if you like this video. Let me know in the comments, do you do this already? Would you like to work on something like this? Please let me know. I'm like super curious if this was valuable for you. Give a heads up. Don't forget also to subscribe on my YouTube channel to get more videos in the future, and then I hope to see you at the next one. Alright, there we go. Think big, start small.